Hello everyone, it's Glenda and welcome back to my channel, Creative Grandma. I have some happy mail here from Premier Yarns about 2 new yarns that were just released. So let's go ahead, open the box and take a look inside at my happy mail. So first I'm going to grab the card because I have some really exciting news in this card for you. And they said, "Hi, Glenda, get excited for our latest launches, Premier Poppy and Premier Basix Super Bulky. We think both of these yarns would be great for your collection and projects. To celebrate the double launch, share the code 10% CG with your audience for 10% off their order of either yarn. Now, this code will only work on the newly launched yarns. Happy stitching, Premier Yarns." So again, here's that code. Use 10% CG and you'll get 10% off these brand new yarns. Now that's only for the Premier Basic Super Bulky and the new Premier Poppy. So I'm just going to take these yarns out of the box and then we're going to talk a little bit about the yarn. Oh, they're just so nice and cushiony big. So what Premier done is they're trying to create a color theme between the two yarns. So you're going to have the multi-yarn here, which has absolutely amazing colors. And after I explain these, I'll get on the website and show you what these look like worked up. I was really surprised. I didn't think they'd look like what they look like. And when I seen how they looked, I really got excited, and I think you will too. But you can take the multicolored Premier Poppy and you can pair it up with a Premier Basics in coordinating colors and really create some stunning projects. So let me go ahead and get started with the Poppy yarn. Now the Poppy yarn has just arrived in time for cold weather crafting. This acrylic wool blend has a beautiful palette with 16 unique colors. This number 6 weight super bulky yarn is machine washable for easy care. If you are looking for a yarn that works up quickly and creates stunning projects for gifting or keeping, look no further than Premier Poppy. And I'll also show you some patterns that were made with this yarn if you're trying to get ideas. So let's go ahead and read the label. It's 98 yards, it's 90 meters, 5.29 ounces, 150 grams. It's 80% acrylic, 20% wool. It's a number 6 super bulky weight. It's machine wash warm, tumble dry low. So I really like it that it's wash and dryable. Now feeling this yarn, I cannot tell there's wool in it. I know there's 20% wool, but it's a very soft, cushiony acrylic wool blend. So this yarn sells for $7.99. So I'm just going to hold up my sheet here that they sent me, and it's showing how it looks worked up, but I'll show you online because it gives you a better look at it up close. But let me get this up there and you can see all those colorways. So very pretty. And what I'm finding on this cheat sheet, if you look really close, you're going to see that it says crocheted and knit, and I can't believe it. They took all the work out of it for me. I used to try to crochet up samples, and now you're going to see the difference between crochet and knitting on the website. So that is really wonderful that they think of us crocheters, because there's a lot of crocheters out there that really like to see the difference between knit and crochet. And I'll give you a better look at that in a few minutes. So again, 16 different colorways. And what I like is when they sent me these 2 balls of yarn, they picked coordinating colors to go with it. So when you look at this gray, you're going to see there's some gray in here. And then this burgundy color, you're going to see it's a little bit brighter, but it really goes good with that burgundy right here. So I'm glad that you can have solids to go with some of these multicolors. So let's go ahead and switch over to the Premier Basic Super Bulky now. Now this yarn works up quickly for last minute gifts and home decor. This beautiful range of 20 colors makes it easy to find the perfect shade for your creations. Now this is also machine wash and dryable. So this comes in a 98 yard skein, 90 meters, 5.29 ounces, and 150 grams. It's classified as 100% acrylic. And feeling the yarn, it also has a nice soft feel to it. So very happy with the feel of the yarn. And let me grab my sheet. Now this yarn is only $4.99. Now it's the same yardage of 98 yards for either the poppy or the basic, but the poppy is $7.99 and the basic super bulky is $4.99. Now, the reason the prices are higher for the poppy is because the unique yarn, the way it's spun, has a lot more work into putting this yarn together, and it has beautiful results. So here are the 20 colors that are available in the new Premier Basic Super Bulky. So you can find a color that coordinates with the poppy in that multicolor. So I'm on my computer and I'm on the Premier's website, and I'm really zoomed in close because I want you to see the colors that they have available. And then I'm going to show you first the crocheted sample, and then I'm going to show you the knit sample. So we're starting with color number 2128-01, and this is Kim Chai. So this is what it looks like in the ball. This is the crocheted sample, and looking at the sample, it's either a half double crochet or a double crochet sample. And then this is the knit sample. So again, crocheted sample, knit sample. So it looks pretty much the same. So let's go to the next color. The next color is color 2128-02, Chai Latte. Beautiful softer colors. That's what it looks like in the ball. This is the crocheted sample. Isn't that pretty with those golden yellows, that green brown cream mix? And this is the knit sample. Again, crocheted sample and knit sample. And that is the Chai Latte. The next one is called Pop Art. Beautiful reds and blues and cream. That's what it looks like in the ball. This is the crocheted sample, and this is the knit sample. So again, crocheted sample, knit sample. So when you're looking at these samples, remember, depending on what stitch pattern you're using, these can look a little different, but it does give you an idea of what they will look like. Again, crocheted sample, knit sample, and that is the Pop Art. The next one is Ginger Root. So that's what it looks like in the ball. That's the crocheted sample, and that's the knit sample. So I believe if you did a single crochet, it's going to look a little bit more like the knit sample. So that's the crocheted sample. Again, that's the knit sample, and that was Ginger Root. The next one is called Festival. This is what it looks like. This is the crocheted sample. This is the knit sample. So again, crocheted sample, knit sample, and that was Festival. The next one is Cosmo. Very pretty on this one. That's what it looks like. This is the crocheted sample. This is the knit. Again, crocheted sample, knit sample, and that was Cosmo. And I do think I forgot the color numbers. If I did, I'm sorry, but I am giving you the color names. You can find all this information on Premier's website. The next color is Vino, V-I-N-O, color 2128-07. Beautiful, this one as well. I think they're all beautiful. I'm really having a hard time figuring out which ones I may want to order. That's what it looks like in the ball. That's the crocheted sample, and that's the knit sample. Again, the crocheted sample and the knit sample, and that was Vino. Then we have Sundown. This is color 2128-08. This is the crocheted sample. And this is the knit sample. So you're getting a little bit more of, I believe that's black. It might be a really dark blue, but to me it looks black on my monitor. So again, crocheted sample, knit sample, and that was Sundown. Then we have Bonsai, color 2128-09. This is the crocheted sample, and this is the knit sample. So again, when I'm looking on my monitor, it looks more like neutral colors like creams, browns, and to me it looks dark gray, but that could be deceiving depending on how your monitor's set up. So again, that's the crocheted sample, that's the knit sample, and that was Bonsai. So we have a few more. The next one is Quarry. This is color 2128-10. This is the crocheted sample. This is the knit sample. Again, crocheted sample, and then the knit sample, and that was Quarry. The next one is called Good Vibes, color 2128-11. Now, I love rainbow colors. That's what it looks like in the ball. This is the crocheted version, and this is the knit version. Again, crocheted version and knit version, and that was Good Vibes. Then we have watercolors. Now, I do like this one because I love those softer pastel colors. That's what it looks like in the ball. That's the crocheted sample, and that is the knit sample. Just a very pretty cream color with soft pastel colors. Again, crocheted sample, knit sample, and that was watercolors. So we have 4 more. The next one is Herb. This is color 2128-13. This is the crocheted sample, and this is the knit sample. Again, crocheted sample, knit sample, and that was Herb. The next one is Summer Market. Now this is a really pretty one too because it's really bright colors. This is the crocheted sample, and this is the knit sample. Again, crocheted sample, knit sample, and that was Summer Market. Then we have Portobello, color 2128-15. Beautiful neutral tones of creams, golden yellow, and browns. This is the crocheted sample, and this is the knit sample. So when I'm looking at the crocheted sample, I see all those dark colors in one spot. Now, if you break this up and use a shorter stitch, like a slip stitch or single crochet, then you're probably not going to get this column of colors. And that's where you have to play around with these yarns and stitch patterns to get the best look from the yarn you can. So again, that's the crocheted sample, that's the knit sample, and that was Portobello. The last one is Parakeet. Oh, this is so pretty as well. Color 2128-16 Parakeet. This is the crocheted sample. Very, very pretty if you like those bright colors. And this is the knit sample. Again, crocheted sample, knit sample. And that was Parakeet. Now, when you're on the page on Premieres, you can scroll down, you can read more information about the yarn, you can go down and you can see patterns made with this yarn, and this is really good for giving you ideas of what this yarn really looks like worked up. So we have the slip over vest right here. I'm going to click on that and get you a better picture of that up close. So there is the slip over vest. Now remember, these are free patterns. This is a knit pattern, and it takes anywhere from 4 to 8 balls of yarn depending on what size you need. And then here is some more up close photos, and you can see how that looks. Very, very pretty. And then I'm just going to hit the back button. The next pattern is the sideways bandana cow. I thought this was a pretty pattern. This is a crocheted pattern. So all my crocheters out there, if you want a simple pattern, It only takes 2 balls. Now this was made with the Vino, but you can pick any color that you wish. And again, these are free patterns. So there's one photo, there's another photo, here's another photo, and there's the last photo. Let's hit the back button. So the next pattern is the pennant scarf. Again, these are free patterns. This is a crocheted pattern. Now this one takes 3 balls of yarn. The one showing is made using ginger root. So there's one photo, there's another photo, and the last photo. And right here you see this gray bar right here. All you do is click on that to download the pattern. The next pattern is the Jumbo Seed Stitch Scarf. Now this is a knit pattern and it takes 9 balls of yarn. It's 26.5 inches by 80 inches, so a really nice size. And this was made using the Festival yarn. Now remember, these are free patterns. You can download them and have them all ready to go when your yarn arrives. The next pattern is the Garter Striped Throw. Now this is a knit pattern. It's 44 by 62 inches, but it does take 15 balls of yarn in Parakeet, Good Vibes, and Cosmo. They combine these different yarns to get that visual look of those different colors, but just a nice chunky warm afghan for the winter, and again, another free pattern. The last pattern is the Essential Ear Flap Hat. Now this is also a free pattern and it's a crocheted pattern. So if you like those nice warm chunky hats, this is great for teenagers going to school when it's cold and blistery cold and the wind's blowing. Now I have other pictures to show you. So this one was made using the color Quarry, and the child size was made using ginger root. It uses anywhere from 1 to 2 balls of yarn. So that's the first photo. There's a picture of the back of the hat. Then there's a child size. How adorable. And there's the last photo. So those are some of the ideas of patterns that are already available for you by just going to Premier's website and clicking download pattern for free. And now I'm on the Premier Basix Super Bulky, the solid colors that I showed you. And again, they have 20 colors available. I'm just going to run through them real quickly. So let me zoom in just a little bit closer. So the first color is 2121-33 Spruce. Then we have white, gray, black, garnet, blush, eggplant, light blue, denim, peacock blue. That's a really pretty color. How about this mustard? Iran, nutmeg, mahogany, cherry red, sweet potato, lime green, raspberry, wisteria, and the last color is pink. And then when you're on the website, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. You just want to scroll down until you get under all the information, and then you're going to see some patterns made with this yarn. So I'm going to start with this one. I already showed you the ear flap hat. That was made with the other yarn. So here's a crochet motif throw. So let's take a look at that. Again, this is a free pattern, and it's a crocheted pattern, and it measures 33 before the edging, and the length is 44 inches, and you're going to need 10 balls of yarn, 1 ball of mustard, 3 of peacock, 3 of lime, and 3 of gray, and you can change these colors. But the nice thing is it uses a size N15 hook for fast results. So I'm just going to click on some of these pictures to give you an idea of the up-close look of this design. And I can envision this by taking this pattern and changing some of the colors from the solid colors and adding some of that brand new poppy multicolored yarn in here and really making a spectacular afghan. The next pattern, which is a free pattern, is the striped mega scarf. This is a crocheted pattern that measures 12 inches wide by 57 inches, not including the fringe. Now, it does take a total of 6 balls. But again, you can change this up. Now, I could see this being made with the white background color and then choosing one of those multicolors in the poppy yarn as the accent yarn to mix with that solid color. But you can do anything with some of these patterns. And since these are all free patterns, they're available immediately for your enjoyment. So there's several more here. I'm just going to pull up one more design. This is called the Fisherman's Throw. I just thought it had a pretty look with all these different textures. This requires 8 balls of the spruce, such a beautiful green color. Now this is a knit pattern. It's 42 by 52 inches. It uses a large size 15 circular needles. Let's take a look at some of these photos. Isn't that pretty? Just a beautiful pattern. So when you're on Premier's website, I'll put a link directly to these yarns that I'm showing you. You can check out all the brand new yarns they have to offer. You're going to see the Premier Poppy. You're going to see the Premier Basic Super Bulky, the Premier Parfait Chunky Glitz. I'm already working on a Christmas blanket, and I'm going to bring you a sneak peek of that blanket, which is made with a Premier Basic Shimmer. I'm just going to click on that real quick and show you these colors. They have the white shimmer, they have the red shimmer, the green shimmer, the peppermint shimmer, the Merry shimmer with the multi-Christmas colors. They have the snowfall shimmer, which is gorgeous blue and white. And then they have the poinsettia shimmer. So make sure when you're on Premier's website, you're checking out all these new yarns, and make sure that you're checking out all the wonderful yarns on Premier's website. So I see that they have a limited flat rate shipping. And I also notice they are having a promo. If you buy more than $55 worth of yarn, you're going to get free shipping in the continental USA. So they lowered their free shipping, and that's a promo. So I'm not really sure how long that's going to be available. So make sure that if you order any of these yarns, you use that special code they give me, 1010, the percentage sign CG, and I'll put that in the video so you can see that code. Make sure you use that code to get 10% off on the Premier Poppy or the Premier Basic Super Bulky. It will only work on those 2 brand new released yarns. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all the yarns. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and see what kind of project I can whip up with this yarn that they sent me. And then once I figure out what I'm going to make, I'll bring that project to you in the way of a tutorial. So thank you everybody for stopping by today. Now I do want to tell you that I am an affiliate of Premier Yarns. I use their yarns in my designs. I love to promote their yarns, and your help by using those affiliate links help me earn a few cents on each dollar that you spend, and in that way it helps me get more yarn for reviews and projects. So thank you everyone who uses those links. So until next time, stay inspired and happy crocheting everyone.